Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Roseanna. So in today's video, you guys, I just wanted to do like a thank you, get ready with me, with you guys, just rehashing like this whole year. I figured we'd pick up some old products, you know, do a little chit chat and reminiscing about the year. And yeah, so that's what we're going to be doing today. But before we get into that video, I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. You can ring the bell. It will give you notifications of when I post, which is every Tuesday and every Saturday between 1 and 2ish. So yeah, like, make comments, tell your friends, subscribe, help a newbie out. I would so appreciate your support, and thank you so much for helping me grow this channel. And now without further ado, let's get started. Alrighty, let me just take off my glasses because I got that glare. Anyway, so today is a few days after Christmas. Yesterday was the national holiday. We were off from work, and but you know, Christmas was on Sunday, this past Sunday. But anyway, I figured I just wanted to, you know, just do a sit down chit chatty kind of thank you. Thank you so much for this whole year. This is my second to last video of the year. I do have a New Year's Eve video that's going up on Saturday. Yeah, so I figured let's chit chat about the year, shall we? I'm gonna just grab some oldies but goodies. So this is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Girl, you know how I feel about primers. You know how I feel about primers, but I figured if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. So, anywho, so I figured we could just have a chit chat, and honestly, I just want to share my gratitude and my thank you for this past year. I was going through my videos, and my first video that I ever posted, I really started with cooking. I love to cook, love to cook. So I really wanted to do a cooking video. Girl, I knew nothing, and I really still don't. Okay, I really don't. I really knew nothing about like editing and stuff, girl. I wanted to know like, how do you like cut the tomato and then whoosh, and then you see them already chopped up. Like, how do you do? I didn't know anything. I did not know anything, and everything that I have learned thus far, girl, I just learned all by myself. Like, no one's been helping me. You know, I'm not like computer savvy. I'm gonna be 55 years old on the 9th of January. So girl, I just YouTubed everything. How do you do this? How do you do that? How do you put like an introduction? How do you put like, you know, subscribe, you know, clickety clack, clack, like every little thing that I would see other content creators. Geez, how the hell do you do that? I just looked it up. Actually, I'm gonna post a picture of this YouTuber influencer that she was the one that I followed right from the beginning about camera, lighting, how to set your camera. I'll post her right over here. I'm sure I am butchering her name. I want to say she's from Nigeria. It's Kelechi. I'm not even going to pronounce it. I'm going to butcher it, but it's right over here. Out of all the videos that I was watching and how I do this, she was so simple, like layman's term, no nonsense. And I always go back to her original videos and continue to watch her video because she explained everything so easily. So anyway, so yeah, so everything that I've been doing, I'm going to just chit chat, and I'm going to do my makeup. If I don't show stuff, you know, I'll have everything linked below, but I am using the Sigma New Mod palette, which I adore. Actually, before we do that, let me just prime my lids with the Rare Beauty eye primer. If you hear anything in the background, obviously I'm taping this a few weeks ahead of time, just trying to get all my stuff in gear so I could spend the holidays with my family. It is blisteringly windy out there. They're having like a winter advisory alert, but so if it literally is howling. That's how I feel like I'm in the Wizard of Oz. Girl, let me tell you something. I'll keep those shoes, but I don't want to get caught in the wind, okay? But I do want the shoes. So anyway, if you hear any howling in the background, like that is like no joke, windy as hell out there. But anyway, so yeah, so basically, like, I learned everything on my own. So initially, like, I started watching, like, Tati, you know, back in the day with my daughter. Because my daughter had anxiety that, of course, I knew nothing about. So, we're going to go from light to dark. I'm using Prep-B right now. So, I started watching, like, Tati, you know, back in the day with my daughter. Because my daughter had anxiety that, of course, I knew nothing about. So, we're going to go from light to dark. I'm using Prep-B right now. So, we're going to go from light to dark. I'm using Prep-B right now. So, you know, and she's always like, can you come and watch these makeup videos? I'm like, again? And we would sit there for hours on end. Oh, look at Tati. Who the hell's Tati? I don't even know what the hell a Tati is. Okay, girl? And that's how, like, the makeup started. And to be honest, I'm thinking at the time, let's see, this was 4 years ago. So I was 50 years old. Maybe 51. Who's going to listen to a 51-year-old? I mean, girl, come on. Like, all these girls, obviously, that my daughter was watching, they're all young, like, you know, 18, 19, 20, 22, you know. But, so, you know, what I did love is, I'm going to just keep on using the same brush. I'm using Sophisticated right now. But what I did love is I love to cook. I love to cook. And I used to actually cook for the neighborhood. Like, every time, like, my husband or the kids would buy me, like, a cookbook, I'm like, oh, I have to make, like, sandwiches and dishes. So I would invite the neighborhood to come, like, you know, just for like a hangout party, because I wanted to, I really wanted to try out these recipes. So nice. So then I created a blog. It was called pastasaltplease.com, which I absolutely loved because I wanted to be so creative, and I didn't know how. I am an operating room nurse by trade, girl. How creative can you get about that? I mean, not that I don't love my job, but, you know, girl, it's not creative. You know, it's not creative. But so I wanted to get, you know, I wanted to express what I was feeling inside. I felt like so much like was bubbling up inside. I didn't know what to do with all, like, my energy, my passions, you know, my creativity. Like, I didn't know how to express it. So I figured, okay, well, I didn't know how to do this. I was already cooking for the whole daggone neighborhood. I figured, let me just do a blog, which I had for quite some time, maybe 2 years. It was really great. I did like a, same thing. I did like cooking. I did like traveling, because we did a lot of traveling at the time, of course. Just like family traditions, like all about like cooking and stuff like that. Also some things about like meditation, you know, intentions. I went through like this really, really humongous transformation at the time. So I really wanted to share what I experienced, what I learned. It was just really, really nice. And then, of course, like, you know, it wasn't fulfilling what I needed. Like, yes, you could write about it and you could take pictures, but like, I wanted to talk to you. Like, I'm a talker. You know, I like to talk. People at work are like, but, you know, I'm a talker. So I was like, you know, maybe I could try this. I don't even know. So my first video, it was back in 2018. So I guess like come January, it'll be 5 years. And I did like a recipe of like it was like of our Thanksgiving cranberry sauce, cornbread, like stuff like that that I like to bake. And but again, like, I didn't know, pow, bam, bam, check. I didn't know how to do it, and that's what I was looking for. I was so disappointed, and I'm gonna just go in with the Refer 16, and just honestly, like, just like a little annoyed, because, like, again, I don't want to do that one. Like, again, I just didn't know how to express my I didn't know how to express myself. So I'm gonna just go in with the Refer 21. I just want to pack this dark shade grunge just at the outer corners. So that's dark. So I said, you know what? Let me just try it. Like, I think back, it was so painful. It was so painful to start. I remember, like, I was in my basement at the time, and I remember I was sweating so freaking bad, and I was blushing. Like, I was blushing because I was embarrassed. It was just me and the camera, girl. I mean, if you really want to get down to it, I'm all alone in my room, just me and the camera. Girl, what the hell are you embarrassed? What the hell are you blushing for? It was just so awkward, you know. And anybody who, you know, has a channel in the beginning, you feel foolish because who the hell are you talking to, right? Who are you talking to? So I said, oh my God. So I told my girls, I said, oh my gosh, I just posted my first. Even to post it, girl, I didn't know. Even like I go back and it, like the title was image 449. Like, I didn't even know how to put a title on it and stuff. And I remember my daughter said, you know, one of my friends watched your video. she said that you don't seem like yourself. You seem like you're fake. You're phony. I said, what do you mean? She goes, well, it doesn't sound like, because, you know, girl, I'm a wackadoodle. I was one of those, you know, fun moms, you know, crazy. So they were like, it just doesn't sound like you. I'm like, okay. I said, well, you know, I'll just have to try and get used to it, because, you know, it was my first time. I didn't know. Like I said, I was like embarrassed. Girl, what are you embarrassed about? But anyway, so that was that. And then also, like, honestly, like, I knew I was going to be, I'm going to just put, I hope you can hear that. That's so friggin' scary. I'm going to just put preppy just up here, just a little bit up here. And also, like, I knew I was going to be an empty nester. My older daughter was already in college, and my younger daughter was, that is so pretty, was about to leave. And it's interesting that when there's nobody left in the house and you become an empty nester, you realize you really don't have anything to talk about with your partner. And that's scary. Like, that is scary, because, you know, all these years, it was always about the kids. And like, I remember, and I was just talking to somebody who just had a baby, or just found out that they were pregnant. And I said, I remember that we would always be like go on our dates. I said, can we not talk about the kids? Like, let's just talk about us. Girl, like, that lasted maybe like 5 minutes, maybe 10 tops. And then we're talking about them and what were they doing and blah, blah, blah. And how about this? And when we're going to do that? Like, it was all about them. So honestly, I was lonely. I knew I was going to be lonely. I knew that without them in the house would be so quiet, and it was, and it still is. So I said, you know, let me try this channel out. I'm going to go in with, I really want to try something different. I'm going to swatch artistry right here. So this is artistry. Oh, that's pretty. Wow. So that's artistry. Actually, it matches my shirt. That's really pretty. Oh, let's try that, because I was going to go in, you know, with the normal vintage, which is beautiful too. But, you know, it's that typical brown. Yeah, let's frig it. Let's do artistry. I'm going to go in with my finger. So what started off as like really like, ooh, look how pretty that is. What started off really as like a hobby. Like, I knew I was going to be an empty nester. Like I said, I didn't know. And plus I work part-time. Damn, did I bring a wipe? I guess not. Darn it. But I work part-time, so all this time, like, when I say I work 3 days, I don't work like 3 10s, 3 12s. I legitimately work three 8-hour shifts. So what the hell was I going to do on my days off if I didn't have the girls here, you know? Okay, I got up to get a wipe, because some fallout over here. So anyway, so I said, you know, let me just try this. It'll be a good little hobby. I'm going to go in, I want to lighten that up, so I'm going to go in with Haute, Haute. Look how pretty that is. I'm going to put that right in the middle. Ooh, that's nice. So I figured I'm going to just, that's really pretty. I'm going to just do this because, you know, as a hobby, and I want to, not only as a hobby, but I could always get my creative juices flowing. I could do something, I can do something expressive, you know, that's fun. Let me see, I think I'll go in with this. So anyway, so that's how it started, girl. But that is not how it's ending. First of all, I learned so much. Let's just start from the get-go. This is so freaking pretty. That's really nice. I learned so much. I mean, girl, come on. I'm going to be 55 years old. I've been wearing makeup for a long-ass time, right? I've been wearing makeup for a long time. I'm going to go with my concealer. This is the KVD concealer in Light 109. I know all my concealers are light, but not like makeup like now, like how these girls are using it. Or like techniques and, you know, how to blend, how to contour, like none of that. I mean, come on, we didn't have any of that stuff. You didn't even like, all our makeup was like from the drugstore. Girl, who could afford like, you know, this is so friggin' light, girl. Where the hell you think you're going? Again, this was from a long time ago. You live and you learn. But anyway, I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. sponge. I like to use it dry. But anyway, like, yeah, girl, it was like drugstore. It was like, you know, Maybelline, Revlon. If by chance that you were going to go to like a department store counter, it's like if we had to go to like a wedding or something, I would get my makeup done and, you know, buy the lipstick or something. Oh my God, that is really, really light. But girl, you know, we'll fix it. We will fix it. Let's go in with some foundation. I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender Bounce. This is the skin tint. Really, really nice. I just want something lightish right now. Let me just wipe this off. So yeah, I learned so... P.S. This is not the top. I got these from Amazon. I'll leave them linked below. I'm going to just do 1.5 bumps. And I'm going to just dot this on my face. That's great. It's howling out and my computer's overheating if you hear that. Oh, lordy, lordy. I'm just going to go in with my Beauty Blender. Oh, I didn't even think about that. The Beauty Blender sponge. But anyway, God, I've learned so much over the years. So amazing. I have met some incredible women. Like some of you, and you know who you are. Like legit, I have befriended you like old girlfriends, like confidants. You know what I'm saying? I never in a million years ever thought that I would have relationships with people like that. See, that looks way better. Online, you know? Like I remember, like I would always like watch like, I know I say like a lot, but whatever. I would watch these channels and like, oh, thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much. And they're like, girl, you don't even friggin' know these people. What the hell you... Stop. I understand. I understand because I have gotten so personal with some of you guys. Like, I really feel like you're my best friends. I really and honestly do. Like legit, like girlfriends, like we've known each other like our whole lives. I never in a million years thought that was genuine. You know what I mean? But it certainly is. Like I just can't believe I have found such beautiful people. And I'm going to go underneath just to blend that out a little bit more. So nice. Ooh, I love this friggin' tint. It is beautiful. Wow. So nice. But I'm going to go, and look how much is left over still. I'm just going to go in with my NARS Laguna. Love this bronzer. This was in last year's... favorite bronzers. I ranked my bronzers. I'll leave it linked below. I don't think I did any ranking this year. There's just way too much stuff going on. But I did the best of. I did the best like 2022 drugstore. I did the best, you know, high-end. Ooh, I love this. I did the best like high-end, you know, face products, lips, eyes, whatever. I'll leave everything linked below. Okay, girl, you get yourself in trouble. Every time I do this with a cream bronzer, I never blend it in properly. I go to turn, I'm like, damn, girl, you didn't even blend that shit in. Anyway, so I just want to take this time, and this is why I wanted to do this video, just to say thank you. Like, I remember starting off with 15 subscribers, and not the girl, as this is going up, I think I have like maybe 740 whatever subscribers. That's not a big deal. But to me, like, I remember starting off with 15 people. 15 people. And I was like, okay, so what's the big deal? Again, like, who's going to listen to, like, a 50-year-old? Like, I'm older. Like, most of these influencers or whatever the heck you want to call yourselves, they're so young. Who's going to... But then, like, the more I did it, the more I realized that there are so many women my age, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, in their 70s. Don't take us for granted. Like, I thought about it beforehand. I'm thinking, and this could be wrong, I don't know, but don't come at me. My opinion, like, see, we have the longevity and we have the money to spend, should we want to spend it, like on high-end products. That was my first thought, like, why are you leaving us out? It just made me sad that not that many companies like even like attempt to like have people our age like in their campaigns. I'm just going to go in with, let me see, I'm going to go in with the Patrick Ta blush. This is, and she's blushing. I'm going to go in with some powder. And then I'm going to go in with the cream, whatever he says. Whatever he tells me to do, I do it. I love him. But it made me sad that companies and organizations didn't tap into like our experience. Girl, you're all going to get old. You're all going to get older. Like, I don't understand like how we're not all inclusive. Like, I don't get that. So the more I did it, the more I realized, you know, there is a huge demographic out there that would love to know about makeup, skincare, what I do in a regular day, how I get by. I'm very spiritual, not religious, spiritual. Like, there are days where, like, when I'm reading like other people's posts and stuff like that, and how so many of us feel so broken and so lost, that it makes me sad, because I was like, damn, I was like that X amount of years ago. And honestly, not anymore. Because, and I don't mean to be like preachy and stuff like that, but if you feel that way and it bothers you, bye-bye. I made God a priority. I made God a priority. Not that he never was not in my life. He was just not a priority. And the minute I shifted, my life has never been the same. My life has never been the same. And you know what? It's going to come with experience. Like, young people today, I have two of them. It makes me sad that people are so lost in who's got depression. Who's got depression and who is struggling with anxiety. I get that. Like, I talk to my daughter a lot, and she was like, you know, were you like that? I'm like, no, we were, we're Italian. My mother's a worrywart. She's 85 years old. She's still, you know, the girls have a pimple. Oh my God, you think it's a tumor? Ma, it's a god doggone pimple. You know, so I get it. And I was the same way. Could not sleep at night, especially after I had the kids. Wow, girl, this and that, worrying about this and that. I couldn't do it anymore. It would make me physically, debilitatingly, physically ill, worrying about everything. I just couldn't do it anymore. Like, I just felt like if I was going to survive this life, I have to let it go and I have to surrender it. And, you know, God's plan is always better than ours. We may not understand it, but his plan is better than ours. So the minute I surrendered, my life, and I always say my life is so perfect, but perfect, no, is it perfect? Absolutely not. Sometimes it sucks, but I choose it. I choose to be happy. I choose for it to be perfect. Whatever perfect means, I'm going to just throw in precisely my brow. And I just can't explain it. I just have the experience of, girl, don't go there. And trust me, there are times when, you know, the devil gets me and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't be worrying about A, B, and C, because I can't function like that. But anyway, going back to like my daughter, I said, well, I don't know. I mean, you know, they always say, oh, these Italian moms are crazy, these Italian women. I said, so I don't know, until I started thinking back. And I said, you know what? I remember when I was a little girl, we went to Catholic school. I would throw up every single morning. Every single morning, because I was so scared. I was so nervous. So my daughter was like, well, did you not think that that wasn't normal? And I said, well, nobody talked about anything back then. And, you know, I don't mean to be graphic, but no, I just threw up, and then I brushed my teeth, washed my face, and I went to school. So it wasn't like, let me see, how do I put this? It wasn't like, there wasn't like a label on it. That's what I'm trying to say. So I'm sure I was anxious just as much as she is now, but there wasn't a label. There wasn't like, oh God, girl, like therapy and shit. Are you kidding me? Again, no mental health talk, you know. Anybody who's my age, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Was it good that way? Was it bad that way? I don't know. All I know is that's how it was back then, and that was my experience. And I don't have any regrets, because I realized as I got older, oh shit, girl, you really did have anxiety. I remember throwing up every friggin' morning. I was so daggone scared about anything. I remember sleeping at night horrified that I would lose my parents. And I remember I would pray to God that if something happened to them, I was like, you're talking like 8, 9 years old. Oh God, please don't let anything happen to them. I hope if anything happens, take me first. I think back now that I'm a mother. Could you imagine, like a child, like losing a child? Are you freaking, because you're scared? Like, just thinking about like all that, and then bringing that into I'm gonna use here's the lid, the Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. Look at it right now. Yep, hit and pan. So the moral of the story is that just thinking about that and living like that on a daily basis, I don't think I could physically and emotionally handle it. For me, don't come at me. For me personally, finding a relationship with God and prioritizing Him, lifted all that. I just don't feel like that. I'm gonna just go in with the Mac Fix and Stay Over. You want to stay over? I just don't feel that way. I just don't feel that way anymore. I'm so grateful. Anyway, so like I like to incorporate these conversations sitting down, because I don't know if anybody out there feels the same way. I don't know if anybody out there loves God as much as I do, but is afraid to talk about it. I don't know. And maybe people get turned off about it, and that's fine. Then leave. I mean, you don't have to subscribe. All I know is that my life completely changed when I prioritized my life with God. But anyway, so all of that. So creating this channel just gave me like an outlet to say how I feel, to express how I feel. And it's been such an important part of my life. I am like so super busy with this channel. I never thought I would have such fulfillment. Learning about makeup, talking about anything that I wanted, that I think is important. I think it's very important. And most of all, to meet such beautiful people. Like did I put highlighter on? I don't even remember. We'll put some more on. I never thought that, I never thought that I would meet such beautiful people. I think that's one of the best things that has happened. I think I did. I will put some more on. I think that's one of the best things that has ever happened, that there are so many people out there. I'm going to just go in with my Makeup Forever Aqua Resist Girl. You know how I feel about that. I'm going to tight line. If it bothers you, look away. We're all in this together. Don't feel alone, because there are so many people out there that feel the same way. That feel the same exact way. You just have to find your tribe. Like my friendship circle is very, very small. I have a big family. So, but friend-wise, I would say I have 2, maybe 3, like tight, like, girl, you need to get the shovel, because I'm in trouble. And they'd be like, girl, it's 3 a.m. Where do you want me to meet you? You know what I'm saying? Like those kind of girls. But other than that, it's just my family. It's just like, I'm really close to a few of my cousins. I do have an older sister. We're 1.5 years apart. So my circle is very small. Find your tribe. If I have to curtail my conversation, spiritually, politically, any kind of topic, then you're not my tribe. Going in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational, then you're not my tribe. And listen, we could all have a difference of opinion, which we all do. If you can't respect me and I can't respect you, girl, then we don't belong together. Okay? Then we don't belong together. I'm loving this eyeshadow, by the way. So this channel, I'm so blessed. I am so looking forward to this new year coming up. I will tell you this, girl. Everything that you've seen since I started this channel, it'll be, well, makeup wise, it'll be like 4 years. When I started like with the cooking, it was maybe like 5, but I think I put like maybe 2 or 3 videos. But anyway, 99.9% of all this stuff I bought myself. Since I started this channel, all my own money. I never thought in a million years, you know, I can make a business out of this one day. I don't know, but why not? Why not me? Why not you? You know, why not like that? I'm too old, I'm too fat, I'm too ugly. Who's going to listen? I have nothing to say. Just do it. Like, just do it. Even if nothing, ooh, I didn't do my bottom shadow. Even if nothing comes out of it, girl, at least you tried, you know? I love a shimmer underneath my eye. So I think I'm going to go with this dark one and then put a little bit of vintage. This is grunge. Just a little bit. You just never know what will come out of it. And if it does, and if nothing comes out, so what? So you tried, you know? I will tell you, with all that like brouhaha with Michaela, like all that comment that she made a couple years ago, trying to work 9 to 5, blah, 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 and was, let me tell you something. I'm an OR nurse that is very, very stressful, and I work hard. This is hard, just as hard, but on a different level. Like, I don't feel like, oh, well, I broke my arm. You broke your arm. Oh, well, I broke my brain. Like, nobody's pain or nobody's struggles are any more or less than anybody else. What am I doing? Like, up and like, oh, I broke my arm. Well, I broke my brain. Or like, well, I'm a nurse. Oh, well, I'm a content creator. It's still work. I can tell you right now, I probably put in more time and more energy and definitely more money doing this than nursing. So anyway, so I'm just super, super grateful that I found this fabulous community. Let me go in with my mascara now. And I wanted to thank you all. I wanted to thank you guys for this wonderful year. I am hoping that this channel progresses and increases. And I hope that you guys subscribe. In the words of my beginning, subscribe, tell your friends, help a newbie out. I would so appreciate your support. I'm going to just go in. Am I finished? I'm just going to do the lips. I have been loving, by the way, you know, I'm a glossy kind of girl. You know that. And if you don't, you haven't subscribed. Because if you subscribe, you know I'm a glossy girl. I'm going to go in. I'm going to line my lips, and then I'm going to fill them in. This is the e.l.f. Love Triangle Lip Filler Liner. And this is in mauve. Love this. And then I'm going to just throw a gloss over it. I can't talk right now. Hold on. This is such a beautiful, beautiful color. And then I'm going to just top it off with the Wayne Goss. This is one of his lip glosses in Tulip. I'm going to put it on my hand. It smells so good because I don't want to ruin the color. P.S. Wayne Goss, by the way, creates all his formulas, his eyeshadows, blushes, bronzers, lipstick for the over 40 woman. He's probably the only person, ooh, that's so beautiful. He's probably the only makeup artist, company, brand, whatever you want to call it, that legitimately curtails and creates formula for the over 40 woman all the time, all the time. My thought process is if it works on older women, it will work beautiful, just as beautiful on younger women, not the other way around. Like if it works on younger girls, you don't know how it's going to look on like older, mature skin. But if you start off with older, mature skin formulas and it looks beautiful on us, it's going to look just as beautiful on younger women. That is so freaking pretty. Okay, I think I'm done, Rooney. Let me just take my hairdo down. And let me look. Ooh, this came out so pretty. So nice. So anyway, so that is it, guys. A new year is right around the corner. I just wanted to take this time to say thank you so much for supporting me, for helping me out on this journey. Please subscribe, tell your friends, help a newbie out. I would also appreciate your support. And yes, thank you so, so much for a wonderful year. I hope to see you back next year, and I hope that we could grow together, get to know each other. Please leave me comments below. I would love to have dialogue with you guys, get to know everybody. And yeah, so that is it. Thank you so, so much. I will see you next year. Thank you so, so much for sharing your time with me. And as always, you guys, be good to each other, love each other, and have a great, great day. Bye.